My sorcerer, shout out to Frank White, slipping into that altered state of consciousness, identifying with seer, is where the real most powerful magic will happen. The manifestation from holding the observer. You hold an intention while you identify with seer. When you see your mind, what was so powerful about gratitude practice, if you do it to its end, and there's no time limit on it, you do it until you achieve a smile, when you achieve that grateful feeling. And it's going to be different every time. It's not going to be the same list of grateful things. I had whittled down, and I was looking at my mind. And then my grateful became, I'm grateful for my mind. And I was like, whoa. And, so from that place of seeing your mind, every single thing you think of, name, feel, experience can be looked at from an observer. So none of those are you. From that observer place, hold the intention, which is the feeling of your desired outcome. Now that you've clarified your desired outcome, it creates a feeling in you. Hold this feeling, identify with observer, and then clarify the image. And one way to do that would be a physiology course where we go deeper into accessing diaphragm. Diaphragm and heart muscle are connected, so you can massage your heart into slowing down with awareness of your diaphragm. And the slower you can make your heart rate, the less clutter is in the mind. You tap really, really deep into parasympathetic, which is rest, digest, and a lot of potency comes from what you think about then. When you're in a very calm, like extremely calm. Calm almost doesn't do it justice, but it's like just deep tranquility. What you think about and what you hold in your mind from a place of deep tranquility, it's kind of like when you have a really calm lake and you toss something, it makes a bigger ripple. If you have a violent lake, you can't really tell that you made any effect on anything. From a really calm place, you can really notice effects. And I'm looking for effects. I'm looking for an effect in my system. I believe as within, so without. And if I'm looking to create effects outside of me, I also want to create effects inside of me also. And so from a very calm and tranquil place, I can really notice if what I think about or what pictures I think about are affecting my neurology. And then my favorite pranayamas, Wim Hof is a go-to because of congestion and allergies. It's just always accessible. Ujjayi pranayama is a go-to. Well, the pranayama, all pranayams have breath retentions. And most people over-engage Ujjayi, they make it really, really loud, and they're really using their tongue to do it. And so when you can let go of the tongue and clarify the glottis, which I have exercises for that, the Ujjayi is very gentle. It's easier to answer what components of my life are not part of my practice. That's an easier question. And those really come down to just whenever I lose awareness of what I'm doing. So the staples of my practice are morning, wake up, gratitude practice, then pranayama. Normally Wim Hof. I always read something before I engage in social media. Always read something text related. If for some reason I can't do it that day, I listen to something lecture. Like I'll listen to YouTube, but I won't check. I have YouTube, right? I get messages. I don't check those until I've eaten breakfast, which happens after I read or study something. And usually not until after I take a cold shower. So after breakfast is a cold shower. And I do Wim Hof breathing in cold shower because it induces the same thing, the contraction of the vascular system. Then I'll go about my day. Usually sometime midday when I feel my blood has run to my feet a lot, then I do an inversion. And I'll grab like 3 or 4 blankets and I'll do like a 10-12 minute shoulder stand, just variations and things. Get all the blood in my head, do a counter pose, and then I sit and I'll meditate for like 7-8 minutes. Then usually evening, sometime, I would say sunset, but that's later. So right around 5 or 6, then I do my vinyasa practice or my handstanding practice, whatever it is that day. It's usually vinyasa. And occasionally, and now it does change with traveling, like my muscle therapeutics. I need to do that more when I'm traveling. And then evening time is usually self-appreciation practice, which we did that, good job practice. You're welcome. Wow, thanks. Give a shout out. This is One Heart Yoga at Panama City Beach, Florida. I highly recommend this space. It's beautiful. Very solid wooden floors, very spacious, so it really creates a lot of space in your heart and your mind when you practice. A lot of rocks and precious stones up front, and it's just a really great place. I mean, there's a Thai food restaurant right across it. We've definitely come here, so subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.